Hello everybody out there, and welcome back here with the future once again to another retro showcase and review. And today I have been looking forward to doing this retro showcase and review for a long time. I want to thank my friend Thaddeus, aka the Action Figure Jedi, which has become well known here on my channel for hooking me up with really cool stuff to check out and review from his childhood. And today we are going to check out a really cool line of dolls that came from ShowBiz Pizza Place. ShowBiz Pizza Place ran from 1980 to 1992, and that is the time period that the band itself ran to. Chuck E. Cheese, actually, the Chuck E. Cheese Pizza Time Theater was what started out, and then ShowBiz broke off and became ShowBiz Pizza. And if anybody doesn't know, Chuck E. Cheese Pizza Time Theater was actually invented and founded by Nolan Bushnell, who invented and founded the Atari 2600 or Atari, video game systems back in the day. So that's a very cool thing that a lot of people I don't think know about Chuck E. Cheese, is it was founded by the same guy who found Atari. And so later on, when they broke off into two different entities, Chuck E. Cheese, and then there was ShowBiz Pizza in 1980. And then after 1992, they rebranded it all. Kind of merged with Chuck E. Cheese, ShowBiz did, and just became Chuck E. Cheese's Pizza. So that is what we have now, Chuck E. Cheese. But I remember as a kid going to ShowBiz Pizza all the time in Springfield, Illinois, the capital of Illinois. They had one, and they have Chuck E. Cheese now. And here's actually a plate from Chuck E. Cheese's that I got a few years back. So Chuck E. Cheese is what it is now. But it used to be ShowBiz. And I don't have anything that really shows off the ShowBiz symbol. I do have a picture on my phone of the old ShowBiz Pizza Place symbol. But man, I loved it. It had animatronics, had all your electronic video games. That was back when arcades were really big in the 80s, so this place was amazing for a kid. You could go play all your video games. They also had those, you could get in the helicopter and it would raise you up in the air. Just all kinds of stuff. I always loved skee ball too at ShowBiz, and still do to this day. They still have the skee ball at Chuck E. Cheese, and I love skee ball. You would win tickets, and you would be able to buy dolls and whatnot if you collected enough tickets. And some of the dolls they had there, I don't know if these were won by tickets or if they were just bought with actual cash, but these are 4 dolls, and the only one I don't have is the Mitzi Mozzarella doll here. She was like the female vocalist of the group, but I have the lead guitarist Beach Bear, the pianist, the front and center man Fats Geronimo, who was always my favorite. We have the centerpiece Billy Bob, and then Duke LaRue, the drummer, who's really cool. So we're going to take a look at these 4 dolls here. A little bit more info on Chuck E. Cheese and or not Chuck E. Cheese, but ShowBiz Pizza Place and the Rock-afire Explosion themselves. These guys were dubbed the Rock-afire Explosion, by the way. I don't think I've mentioned that either. That was the name of their band. And to this day, they still have a really, really strong cult following. And you can find websites online that are dedicated to nothing but Rock-afire Explosion and ShowBiz Pizza Place. So they also have a really cool Rock-afire Explosion documentary on YouTube. You can find it on YouTube. Just search in Rock-afire Explosion documentary, and it goes back and shows you a lot of the history and a lot of the guys who have went out and bought, brand new animatronic setups and still do shows and stuff to this day. So now, like I said, I want to thank my friend Thaddeus, the Action Figure Jedi, for giving me these dolls to check out here in this showcase and review. I've struggled the last month or so. I lost my sidekick Scroodles. He passed away on me, my faithful dog of, I don't know how long, probably about 12 years now. And I lost his buddy Daisy less than a year before that. So it's been a really hard month for me, personal problems and whatnot. But now I'm back in action on the showcase and reviews. And now let's check out this retro showcase and review on these Rock-afire Explosion ShowBiz Pizza Place dolls. Let's check them out. So here are the Rock-afire Explosion dolls, which while I'm reading off this info, this is about the best shot that I could get of these guys, because they're all laying down. They don't stand up too well. But a little bit on ShowBiz Pizza Place. It was an American restaurant, pizza chain, and family entertainment center founded in 1980 by Robert Brock and Creative Engineering. And like I said, they broke off of the original Chuck E. Cheese Pizza Time Theater. The brand emerged following a separation between Brock and the Pizza Time Theater, owners of the Chuck E. Cheese's franchise. Pizza Time Theater restaurants entertain guests through a large selection of arcade games, coin-operated rides, and animatronic stage shows, like the Rock-afire explosion right here. And it also says that they provided a complete package of food and entertainment. But like I said, by 1992, both companies were kind of struggling, and ShowBiz decided to merge with Chuck E. Cheese and just become Chuck E. Cheese's. They gave the owner of the Rock-afire explosion the chance to keep his animatronics there in Chuck E. Cheese, but they weren't going to pay him for him or anything. If you look on the documentary, it's kind of a sad story. But he decided to pull out his Rock-afire explosion animatronic band, and they replaced him with Chuck E. Cheese characters. So if you go in there in Chuck E. Cheese's now, like the one in Springfield, all they did was take off the skins of Fats, Geronimo, and gang here and replace them with characters from the Chuck E. Cheese animatronic band. So it's basically still the remnants of ShowBiz there. But everything's been converted. I think Billy Bob's converted into Chuck E. Cheese himself there. He was always on a side stage where the rest of them were on the main stage, if I remember correctly. It's kind of weird. But a little bit here on the Rock-afire explosion too, before I get into each character and showing them off. The Rock-afire explosion is an animatronic robot band that played in ShowBiz Pizza Place from 1980 to 1992. And in 1992, they were rebranded. The band was replaced by Chuck E. Cheese characters. The show was created and manufactured by inventor Aaron Fechter. I think that's how you say his name, or Fetcher. The creator of Whack-A-Mole through his company Creative Engineering Incorporated in Orlando, Florida. In addition to overseeing the production of animatronics, Fetcher also provided the voices for several characters. So Fechter, I think is how you pronounce that, Fetcher or Fechter. Sorry if I'm butchering that name. But I do remember his first name is Aaron from that documentary, but I just can't remember how you pronounce that last name, so excuse me. But yeah, he invented Whack-A-Mole, the popular game, coin-operated game that is in Chuck E. Cheese, and I remember it in ShowBiz as well. So that is very cool if you ask me. But there is your write-ups there. Little notes I made on the Rock-afire explosion and Chuck E. Cheese themselves. And one thing I am not going to do is label these any year. I'm just going to put 1980s because it is very hard, even though I think that I've narrowed it down to which dolls go from which collection and what year and what company. I'm not 100% sure, so I can't really label them. Because from 82 to 84, Acme Company did them. And some of these look very similar to the Acme dolls. So it's I can't really tell you if they're Oriental Trading Company or Acme because they don't have any tags on them. But I'm guessing that these are Oriental Trading Company from 1984 to 1990. And the Duke LaRue, I believe, is also Oriental Trading Company. But he does not have his hat there. That's the only thing that my friend Thaddeus could not find is his actual hat that goes on his head there. But these are in great condition. We'll start with the drummer Duke LaRue here. These all stood 9.5 inches tall, by the way. Duke LaRue here had his space suit on because not only was he the lead drummer, he was real into space, and he always wanted to travel to space, but he said meantime, while he's not going to space, he was going to sit and be the drummer for Rock-afire Explosion and make some music. The weird thing about this one, he has no plush to him, really. He's a hard, vinyl or plastic he's made out of, as you can see there. The rest have a plush feel to them. But this Duke LaRue doll definitely has a different feel to him. And on the bottom, he is actually stamped Taiwan. So he's definitely Oriental Trading Company right here. But the weird thing is the rest of them are not really stamped. But I'm guessing they're Oriental Trading Company. I might tag them that. I might not. I'm thinking about just putting 1980s ShowBiz Pizza Place Rock-afire Explosion dolls for the tag here. So not 100% sure here. But next we'll check out the main character, Billy Bob. or Billy Bob the Bear here. What a great likeness to these characters too. Look like they came straight off the stage. That's what I love about these guys. And there he is with his yellow and red striped overalls that he was known for. And Billy Bob the Bear was basically the Chuck E. Cheese of this restaurant. He was the main character on the sign and whatnot you'd usually see in any ads or anything. Birthday parties, Billy Bob would come out there and greet the kids in the full suit. Somebody would put the full suit on and greet him. But these are some great dolls. Like I said, a little bit of discoloring there on the nose. But other than that, great looking plush here. Plush doll. Like I said, he's made out of a plush material, where Duke LaRue is the only one that's made out of a hard plastic material here. You can hear that, hopefully, over the camera. But there's Billy Bob and Duke LaRue. And next we'll look at Beach Bear. And there's a couple different Beach Bears. This one has curlier hair, I think, than the more original. I'm starting to think, though, after my research, that these are the 84 to 90 Oriental Trading Company dolls that they did. But like I said, just to save me from being wrong, I'm probably not going to list it as the Oriental Trading Company. But Beach Bear came with her lei here and shorts here. The Hawaiian style flowered out shorts, colorful shorts there, and the lei, so you can see Beach Bear was all about being at the beach. And like I said, very well done. Like the hands on these were a hard, like real hard plastic material or something. I don't even know. Almost feels wood almost, but not 100% sure. Like I said, you can see there. And the feet were also made out of that material. But also the faces were hard. But then the rest of them were a really soft plush. This one actually is a tougher plush than the Billy Bob. But nonetheless, what a likeness there at Beach Bear. Surprised they didn't have a guitar come with her too, because she was, or him, sorry, with him too, because he was the lead guitarist for the Rock-afire Explosion. So I don't know why he wouldn't get a guitar. But we have Beach Bear and Billy Bob, two of the three bears in the group there. There were three bears in the group. Then you had Mitzi Mozzarella the Mouse, and then my favorite, Fats Geronimo here. And what is the reason I like Fats Geronimo? Not only was he the centerpiece, keyboard cool one of the band, like he talked real cool like a old blues player or something like that. He was up there playing the keyboard. He was like the centerpiece of the band. He had this flashy gold jacket. Like I said, he just seemed really cool compared to the other members of the Rock-afire Explosion. And also, I was a big fan of, I've always been a fan of King Kong and gorillas and stuff like that anyway. So I think that my instincts kicked in there of what I just enjoy. And I just enjoyed this, giant musical, cool gorilla playing keyboard there in the front of a band. So I always loved Fats Geronimo. He came with this jacket here. You can see the Velcro. It was removable too. But very flashy jacket. I mean, it just looks straight off the stage. And I love the detail on the face there. He's made just like Beach Bear was, with the hard face, the hard hands, and the hard feet. Almost feels like a wood or a hard plastic material. And then the rest of him a plush. And he's a stiffer plush like Beach Bear instead of Billy Bob. Look at the softness of Billy Bob. And I love Billy Bob came with his guitar there too, that I don't know if I showed off. But now let's get just a really good close look at all these guys. And then we'll call it a video. But the Rock-afire Explosion. Just loved going in as a kid and, watching the animatronic show, eating my pizza, playing the video games and the coin-operated, rides, and playing skee ball. And it was just an adventure for a kid. And I don't know, haven't been to Chuck E. Cheese in a long time, but I would say that kids still kind of get that same feeling today going into Chuck E. Cheese. But I definitely would say that ShowBiz Pizza Place was better than Chuck E. Cheese. I'm just going to call it. But Duke LaRue here, I love his outfit that he has, his spacesuit here. Very cool, and how he's like saluting there with the arms. His arms are also articulated, which I forgot to point out. The other one's arms were not articulated, but these arms could move. You can see here, his other arm moves as well. Kind of hard to do with just one hand. So Duke was made a little different. He could actually stand up there and be displayed, unlike the other figures, which, I mean, you could get him to stand. Let's see if we can get all these guys to maybe stand. I don't think, yeah, Beach Bear definitely isn't. And let's see if Billy Bob stands. I'm not sure here. Yeah, he's not standing. So these two aren't standing. But I did get Duke and Fats to kind of stand here, so that's cool. But yeah, what greatly done dolls here by, I'm thanking Oriental Trading Company. Either that or Acme. Like I said, it's very hard to tell by just pictures. But yeah, these are the 1980s ShowBiz Pizza Place Rock-afire Explosion dolls. By either Acme or Oriental Trading Company. I know this one's Oriental Trading Company for sure. These three, not 100% sure. All released, in the same time period, so it's hard to tell. But yeah, I want to thank my friend Thaddeus for letting us take a look and do a showcase and review on these dolls. We'll finish it off looking here at my favorite Fats, Geronimo. But yeah, make sure you hit that subscribe button, drop a comment down below, and give me a like if you like what you see. Hit that notification bell to be notified for all my upcoming videos. And until next time, guys, I really appreciate it, like I said. And as always, until next time, keep rocking with the Rock-afire Explosion. And as always, guys, peace out.